I have returned, and you would think when I say I should get something to drink, I get something more hydrating, you know, like maybe some actual water or something like that. Water's used to make whiskey, right? Right? It's actually the first bit of whiskey I've had in a while, come to think of it. Also haven't bought any whiskey in quite some time. I mean, the last time I bought whiskey, I think I bought this. Which goes to show how long ago it was, because this is an American whiskey. And, well, as you know, a lot of places in Canada, you can't get American whiskey anymore. For reasons I'm not going to get into here. So, yes, I need to reorient all of this so I can play some Kenshi. So, let's switch over to the Steam tab. Switch out this. And turn off the PS1. Alas, we have lost the groovy tunes. Okay. So I've only got maybe that. But at the very least, we'll just carry on a little bit with our money-making schemes. Well, not our actual money-making schemes, because I'm not going to be playing a stickbug, who is, you know, the one who's actually going to be the mercantile empire. And honestly, the main reason why I haven't played the stickbug save file in a while is just because I hate how I got the shit kicked out of me. So we'll just try to keep things rolling with Vorbis here, and his group of devout Holy Nation crowd. Oh yeah, I was sending Moo over so she can start doing some, yeah, because I can't really do much else in the way of research with this thing. But I'm going to want to gain enough money to buy up the buildings in that before I carry on. So. So Moo is going to go over and train up her farming skill. I have burned through all of that cotton so quickly. So if nothing else, I'm going to need to get more cotton for the purposes of selling, you know, making more bandanas. See here. Anna is ever so slowly making its way down here. once he gets down here. Or she, I believe, because I believe Google is a female. Start picking up some of this stuff. It looks like the output is full on some of these. Oh, also, that cotton needs water, doesn't it? I also like how this says it's ready to harvest, but at the same time, it doesn't look like there's anything there. Weird. Chow is done with making the fabric as well, so it's probably as well to send her back down to carry on farming too. On you go then. I get enough money, I do need to hire somebody else on so I can continuously get some copper up here though. This is starting to make some standard grade stuff, which is some good shit. On our way. Vorbis is going to run out of fabric pretty quick, it looks like. That's fine. Should be easy for me to build up some more cash. Farm with all your might. It's too mighty. Doing that, let's get Vorbis to sell off some of these bandanas he's made. And then I can send him over and start mining some copper again. Welcome back, brother. Ah! Say the stores are almost open, but yeah, let's go get them to mine some copper again. Honestly, once Chow is full up with cotton, I should probably send her back so she can carry on with the fabric making. It's going to be a lot of running back and forth, but that's the best I can do until I move into the farm that got destroyed because I spent too much time on it. stack with you. Whatever other cotton we end up getting, Googlana can just stow that away. It does kind of suck doing it this way, though, because it means I do have to stop every so often. Because, you know, I can't stow it away in anything. I can fix that when I buy up the farmhouses on the other side. Because in that instance, I can just put crop storage in the buildings I buy. And again, that's a mod that's going to let me do that. Because typically you can only buy preset buildings, but most every building in the game I can buy now. For a minute, I thought they were attacking for some reason, and that doesn't make any sense. I also like how Vorbis is like my main dude, but I have not done anything to increase his combat or, haven't done anything to increase his combat or strength. The time will come for that. So she can carry on with that. And Vorbis can carry on making his bandanas. And they should be set for a bit, so let's focus on Moo. She and Googlana can take these crops to market. I mean, so much of it I can sell to this guy, I suppose. Sell him my wheat. Honestly, I can sell him most everything. Doesn't really have any food. Okay. These two can run down to Bad Teeth. Hire another helping hand to go over and steady built mine some copper. The only problem with the bulls is they're pretty slow. Garus, which are the other pack beasts, they're a bit faster. Yeah, once Vorbis can make standard grade gear pretty consistently, I think I'll actually start making some, well, for lack of a better term, armor. You can't really make much with the cloth crafting bench, especially if you haven't learned any recipes out in the wild. I mean, some of the martial artist stuff is pretty good if you plan on getting in hand to hand, but most of my characters I don't think I will have them do so. The Tagomusts are good. Decent defense gives you a defense against dust storms. But I can see why it's probably better to eventually switch over to using hemp for fabric production. Takes a lot of cotton. And I don't think it takes anywhere near as much hemp. Just made it down to Bad Teeth. Sir, let's go into one of the bars and see who we can hire. I think Griffith is here, but... Oh, there's Bird. I feel like Bird typically has hair. Anyway, Bird's a weird fella. Yeah, I don't think I have anywhere near enough money to hire Bird, so... Not Bird, Griffith. Griffith and Bird are two unique recruitable NPCs. Yeah, let's stock up on a little bit of food. The Little Boy That Got Dismembered by Skeletons. The #1 best-selling children's book of today. Little Timmy liked climbing trees and playing hide-and-seek with his friends, but he always skipped his prayers. Then Timmy met his first skeleton. That's some good religious propaganda. Suppose I could always hire Foo. Find it real funny that it's a very male-centric society, and I've mostly got women hired. Sister, I'm looking for work. Need a hireling? How much are you charging? 3,000 cats is my price. Just the bare fees for me. Welcome aboard. Moo and Foo. Moo and Foo. Oh, Streak is actually another one I could have hired. I think I'm just going to leave it with Foo for now, though. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll send Foo all the way over to Stack, because she'll be the one I'll have mine for copper. Moo and Googleana can head on down to the farm and carry on the farming until Sao is ready. Or Chow, or however it is I want to pronounce her name. Although I think I might have Chow take a, Chow, let's say Shao. Might have Shao take a detour up to the destroyed farm to see how much money I need to buy those buildings. I think I need like 1,200 or something, so I'm a ways off yet. Which is where mining the copper is going to come in handy. I do eventually want to buy this one so I can store copper in town, because I don't think there's anything else here I can buy. Every other building's in use. Oh, I mean, I can buy any building, but I don't want to displace anybody. Oh, I do want to see... I do also want to see if I can buy the blueprint for Monk's Robes, because that's going to be my main armor for a while. See, because rather than try to optimize my equipment, I'm just going to be like, well, what would the Holy Nation people usually wear? And Monk's Robes are certainly part of that. do as they do and all that. Hello, Rose. Welcome back once again. The dragooning was going pretty well. I am now no longer dragooning. I am instead Kenshiing. Only for a little bit. Speed up time a little. Although actually prior to the shops closing down, let's send Vorbis out to sell some of these bandanas and see if he can buy the blueprints for a monk's robe. See, the funny thing is, I might actually have to go... Oh, that's what you get for staring at your iPad while you type said message out. Ah, the joys and dangers of dual screen viewing. Let's try this again, shall we? How's the Kenshiing going? Spending those coins left and right because there's not much else to spend them on. But yes, yeah, Kenshiing's going pretty good. I haven't been killed by a random bandit in the woods yet, but that's something that can happen in this game. Yeah, I might legitimately have to leave the Holy Nation lands to figure out how to make the Holy Nation specific monk robes, which is hilarious. Samurai cloth pants, cargo pants, chain shirt, rusty... yeah, you don't have it. Although maybe... I think there's an armor shop here too. They might sell it there. Yeah, there. Let's try the armor shop. I'm gonna have to check out some other towns. Now, he does sell the holy chestplate, which I am going to want to learn how to make. However, A, it's hella expensive, and B, I am a ways off from learning how to make my own plate armor. I am a long ways off from learning how to make my own plate armor. It's time for her to hit the road again, but before she does, let's see if she can get some more fabric for him. I mean, for that matter, I can actually buy some cotton in here, I think, but... I can, yes. Hell, maybe I'll do that, just so I can carry things on. However, I will buy the fabric, and I will buy the cotton to make more fabric. Alright. I always forget how slow people are when you first get them in this game. And I spent a little bit of time playing one of my other off-stream saves earlier, and most everyone has their athletic skill up in, like, at least 50, some of them is 70, so they run like the wind. It does not take them very long to get from place to place at all. And yours is like in the 20s. I mean, Foo's is 4. You could run moderately well. it's almost in town. And Zhao has finished with her labors, so she can go back to the farm now as well. So, my dear, you are going to be a dedicated copper miner. I hope you're proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. Oh, actually, I said I was going to send her up to check out this farm before I sent her over, didn't I? Yeah, because I want to see how much I'm looking at to have to buy one of those buildings. I mean, the small shack that's up there probably isn't too bad, but I'm going to want to buy one of the storm houses first. Oh yeah, she can't quite get out to the copper thing on her own. Yeah, the pathing is really screwed up is the only problem with this. Now, I think there is a copper node that's closer to the wall? Not really. Now see, the thing is, if I set them to automatically work the copper nodes, especially even if I have a storage up there, I don't think they're going to automatically haul it back to the storage. Which is a bummer, but, you know, if I gotta do a little micromanaging for it, that's fine. She made it. Right. So, 1,600, 4,000. Okay, that's an old storm house, that's why that's more expensive. Alright, so I'll probably start by buying this building. Because again, everyone is dead. Everyone is dead. And I have no one to blame but me. I could theoretically steal everything that's in this place, but, because no one's gonna stop me now, honestly. But I don't think I will. Bad enough that I got all these people killed. If everyone's dead, is anyone alive? Well, I mean, technically I am. I'm here. I don't know, maybe I will actually rob stuff from these buildings before I straight up buy them. Deep thoughts with Rolls or Ferrari. That actually does kind of remind me of something, though. I've got no idea why, but a while ago I was just, like, YouTube decided, you know what, we're going to recommend the weird, paradoxical arguments in the Scary Movie franchise for some reason. Hey, why don't you just watch these? And I did, and I thought to myself, you know what? Still actually kind of funny. The most notable one being the one where they're talking about how somebody went to bed and then they woke up dead. And then the other guy, who I forgot was played by Kevin Hart, says to his buddy, is like, what do you mean they woke up dead? They can't wake up dead. So what, you go to bed dead, you wake up alive? I was like, no, man, they went to bed and then they woke up the next morning and they were dead. It's like, but they didn't wake up because they're dead. And that's like another one of the arguments they get into is the one guy mentions how his neighbor heard something rummaging around in her trash one night and she looked out and it was a zombie. And then he says the next day she turned up missing. And rather than focusing on the fact that A, she saw a zombie, and B, when would she have had the time to tell her neighbor about this if she quote-unquote turned up missing, Kevin Hart's character is like, Now that doesn't make any goddamn sense. You can't turn up missing. This is like, either she went missing or she didn't. If she turned up missing, that means somebody would have found her. You just don't turn, you know, it's like if you turn up, that means someone knows where you are. Yeah, I cannot for the life of me remember. Oh crap. Oh crap, Bone Dog. Yeah, I can't for the life of me remember the last time I had actually watched any of those movies. I feel like this is probably a bad idea. Okay, I think I should run into the building with her. Maybe one of the residents of this area will save me. Or the Bone Dog will just give up. Alright, so I need 1,200 cats before I can buy that. Still a ways off. However, despite, you know, what just happened... Hey, Googlon's back on his feet. Yes. The blood will enrich the soil. Something to that effect. Yeah, once he starts consistently making standard grade bandanas, I'll be able to actually make some decent money off of these. Not like a shitload, but a decent amount all the same. Pretty soon I'm gonna have another full pack ready to go for, to go sell. would have them go rest up, but there's just more farming needs to be done. Oh, this cotton needs the water. What are you doing? Oh, this is also full, currently. Sell off some of this stuff again. I do like how this has basically become... I'm not really much of an adventurer, I'm just kind of just living a life in this town. Or this area, I should say. Okay, yeah, pretty soon he's gonna run out of that. Run out of the means to make things. Which means I have to send... I'm gonna have to send Chow back over. Pretty soon. So you know what? I'm gonna send her over now. She can take however much... Yeah. She can go back and make some more fabric. It's time for us to sell more crops. It's here somewhere. It's a shame I can't actually trade with the Wandering Holy Nation traders, but... it's all can be done with that, I suppose. What do you want? Why, good sir, I wish to buy this piece of dried meat from you, and I have all kinds of things to sell to you. Guess I need to run back to Bad Teeth. I don't think I'm going to hire anybody else on just yet. I'm going to wait until I actually start expanding out to the farm. I need to build up enough money for that. So I'm getting close. When I do, I need to figure out who I'm going to send up there. I mean, Shao might be a good person to send up there first. The only thing is I need to be careful, of course, because the whole reason that town got wiped out in the first place is because I think there's a bunch of river raptor nests up there, which is going to be good combat training, but it's also going to destroy us, so, you know, that's a problem. I can't have too many people up there in the one go, so that's why I'm going to need to keep some people down here. Just in case things go to shit, and I need to go up and heal somebody. So let's see what Moo can find in terms of, I don't really much care about finding weapon blueprints just yet, though I am going to want to set up a spot to... Although I can't refine my own iron up there is the only problem, so I'm going to need to ferry plates back and forth. So it might be better to not set up a weapon production thing up there, and instead set up a weapon production thing when I buy the longhouse and stack. Because at the very least, that way I can just buy plates. Yeah, because he just sells me chest plates and herb protectors. Won't you sell me the monk's robes? Oh, I've almost got enough money, though. So there's a bar, bakery, weapon shop, and I think that's it, really. Yeah. That's a barracks. That's a temple. That's an HQ. No, I might actually have to ironically go up to the United Cities territory if I want to find monk's robes, because I find that you can find the blueprints for those up there. I might be able to find them in the Czech Kingdom too, but that remains to be seen. Oh, back to the farm with you. Still only making shoddy grade stuff, but he's getting better. Yes, because of course I am foolishly mainly going to make my own gear as opposed to doing the smart thing and buying stuff starting off. I'm going to want to wait until I can get some decent weaponry going. Well, not even decent, just anything. And then I will move along. Actually get some combat training in. Specifically, I'm going to go over to Skinner's Roam with a couple of sleeping bags and stuff. And just knock about over there fighting starving bandits. Even though I am trying to be friendly with them at the moment. So we need to buy more food here too. Favorite customer, this is the first time you've spoken to me. You know, I might send Fu up. Because, I mean, Chao is busy. She's going back to the farm there. Yeah, let's send Fu up, get the lay of the land, buy that building. Although I think I might just have her run back and forth and sell a few of these things first. That way I got a little bit of extra cash. As I buy that building now, I'm going to, I'm gonna be pretty low. Oh, what's that? You wash your sheets, but you don't really feel like making your bed? Any chance you can do it for... Man, I did a load of laundry myself earlier today, and I haven't put any of it away. So I don't know what are the odds of me coming all the way down and making your bed for you. Just do what I'm doing when I'm lazy. Just throw it on the bed in a big pile, and then think of it as a nest, and just kind of like, you know, burrow yourself into it. I swear you'll be warm. Ooh, high grade. Now we're making the moolah. I mean, sort of. Alright, one more round and then I'll probably send her up to buy that building. Although before anything else, the main thing I need to do is I need to build a research bench up there. Because I need a research bench level 2 to get the small wind generators, which I can then put on the roof. Because I'm not going to be able to build anything outside of that, and I can't do any production in that little area until I get some power going. But I do not need power to build a research bench, so I need 10 iron plates for that. That's a start. I can come up with some more after she's done with all this fabrication. Yeah, this farm is so much better defended than the other one, which again is why everyone is dead. I find it hilariously how quickly that hilarious. I find it hilarious how quickly that happened. Because I was barely in that place, and then everyone got fucking shithoused. You guys need to put some water on that. She's almost up there. Let's see though. That one needs water. Alright, Foo. Lay of the land, see what's going on up here. The answer is not much because everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. this building didn't have much of anything in it anyway, so it's a blank canvas to begin with. Wait, I get to keep the turrets? I thought... Okay, maybe that only gets rid of the stuff that's in the building when you do that. Alright, that's fine by me. I'm not complaining about that. Actually... Oh wait, for a minute I thought I wasted my money because it didn't look like I could build this in here. But I can, it's just difficult to find a spot to put it because it's frigging huge. Yeah, there we go. Alright, she's done making fabric, so let's get her to buy some iron plates and head on down and help building that. Alright, he's making consistent standard grade stuff now, that's good. Oh, her hair is clipping through that something fierce, huh? Let's go buy some from the mechanic shop as well. You know, I think maybe one of the things that's so addictive about this game, and it's the reason why, it's kind of the same reason why Zomboid is addictive, except in this game it's more so, because as long as something doesn't kill you, you're not set back that much. Whereas in Zomboid, like, you can simply degrade after a while if you don't get enough food or whatever. I mean, kind of the same thing here, but starving, it's a lot harder to completely starve to the point of, uselessness, I guess, in this game than it is in Zomboid, at least in my opinion. But anyway, that's the addictive thing about this game, in my opinion, is that you always have this steady kind of sense of growth and progression. Because it's like, I started with hardly anything, and now I own a house here, and I've got a production line set up, and I'm constantly farming, and now I have a house outside of the city, and skills are increasing. Yeah, I think I might attempt to just start farming up in this area now that I've got a house made. Because that way I can store a bunch of it and then just sell it whenever I have the chance to. And I mean, it's just cotton and wheat, same as this farm. So I can basically automate the production of fabric and cloth armor up there now. Providing, of course, that we don't get overrun with river raptors again. Alright, perfect. So what do I need to do to... Light wind generator theory, I need 4 books. Okay. Send the 2 of them back down. Yeah, and Chow can buy some more building materials and iron plates while she's at it. Well, I, of course, need to wait for the shops to open again, but... Is that? Okay. Help me! Wait, why are you not helping me? Help me, damn it! They're not helping me. They're just running away. Oh, moves down. Okay, good. That bull is helping me. It's on the fabric. That's alright, though. Oh, okay. Have to send Xiao over here to help her, though. I'm not careful, she's, you know, her leg is going to get so bad that it's just going to clean fall off. So I note I haven't gotten my obligatory picture yet, so... Not that the lighting is that great. This is a weird thing for me to notice, but Moo has a rather prominent rear end. The character models in this game are so strange sometimes. Like, that is pronounced. Anyway, I feel like she should probably have a little nap. I mean, she is the best researcher I have, but, But actually, you know what? Now, let's just pick her up and drag her up there. No rest for you. You don't need your legs to do research. You do need books to do research, though. And, sadly, none of the stores are open at the moment. Should buy some food while I'm here. That was probably a stupid idea. Because now I don't have money for books. Plenty of food, though. I can make some more money by selling those. So I suppose while I'm waiting for the stores to open, Fu can go, on some more copper. Though actually, seeing as how she can't actually do any research until I get some books for her, I can have, Moo have a little nap in the camp beds that are outside this place. Now you sleep. Suppose I may as well have Vorbis help her with this, though. Yeah, Google on, I'll be alright. Eventually. So fucked up. She's not going to be able to kick. Send him over there so I can sell off some of that cotton, and well, use some of it, I suppose, for manufacturing purposes. Yes. Send him up here now because Sha was nearly back. Correction, she is back. Alright, so we can take the book that's out of here. I need at least 4. I'm also going to want some building material. It's probably as well for me to wait for Google Anna to show up, though. Because I can buy up as much building material as I can, and he can get that. Fabric, eh? Spot over here have fabric? Brother! He has one solitary piece of fabric. Good for him. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just have Ugalana and Fu go up. And Chao can stay behind and, keep Vorbis supplied with fabric for now. So we'll get that one more piece of copper. She needs to eat anyway. She hungers. Huh? Right, you and you. To buy books, you need to buy building materials. Basically as many books as you can get. You can lay off the copper for now. Probably get somebody else to come down here and deal with that. Okay. Alright, you two. Onwards! Once I can start getting the research done and I can get some power going to that place. Providing I can actually power that place. I'm pretty sure I can, but we'll see. But we'll be sitting pretty. Alright, making consistent standard grade stuff now, so we're essentially making a profit off of that. Before we weren't. Moo's engineering, well, science skill is 34. Her engineering is actually pretty shitty, but I'll be able to learn things much faster if she keeps up with it. Also build some water tanks on top of the building here. Right, Moo. Let's clear all of this now. I don't really need to do any more farming at that other place, I don't think, unless things really go to shit here. But, work your magic. Your magic? Weirdly, I do have a little bit of power. That is. Oh, actually, no. I was mistaken. I can't... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't, because I don't have anything researching yet, that's why. There we go. Okay, now she's researching. Perfect. learning how to make grog would also be good, so let's do that. Exterior lighting's not going to be a bad idea either. Being able to first aid kits will probably be good too. There we go. Perfect. That's a good round of things to learn. Anyway, while she's at that, Fu can work on lighting up the place. Oh yeah, that's right, she doesn't actually have the... because Google On has got them. So I know for a fact I'm going to need circuit boards if I'm going to want to make those small wind generators, so let's buy some of those now with proceeds from these bandanas. Let's buy 5 for see how far that gets me. And we'll send her up there now as well. Got some more fabric to sell, that's good. He also has a... well, I mean, there's a bunch of cotton there, because I think I sold him a bunch of cotton. Interestingly, this place does have a little bit of power. I don't know where it's coming from, but it does. It's not enough to really do a whole lot, but it is enough to light this place up, I guess. Now, do I want to... storage? No, I think I need to build wells before I can build water storage. Oh no, water tank right there. Can't build anything outside. However, I can build a water tank on the roof. So let's put one up here. Because that way I can start stockpiling water, which is going to be useful for dealing with this. Yeah, I feel like a large chunk of my industry is going to be shifted up here. Anyway, let's get Xiao up there and see about, we'll see if I can build a couple of those wind generators, or at least one, and then I have to stop. I have streamed enough for today. So let's see now. Oh yeah, she's gonna go up and help with that. That's perfect. And let's see. What do I need to build the small wind generators? If I build the big one, it's got to be out here. Now, a regular generator I can build on the roof if I need to. So it mightn't hurt to actually put some generators in there, but let's stick with the small wind generator for now. Oh, I need iron plates, not copper. Okay, that's good because I've got those. Sadly, I don't have a lot of room on these rooftops, but I might have enough room for at least 2. And that's something. But let's start with 1 for now. Let's build one basically right next to where the stairs led out. Who's that? Oh, caravan guards. Oh yeah, because technically they just assume this place is operating as per normal. Of course everyone's dead, but I can't help that. That's not my fault. Well, she should get the plates off of him. There we go. And that should be enough to build that. Oh, also the... Oh, she's got circuit boards. Good. Also going to want to build battery banks, I think, which is why it's going to be a good idea to buy out this building. Because I can stick battery banks in there and we'll be good. I don't think I'll start weaponsmithing until, well, I mean, again, it doesn't really make much sense for me to do weaponsmithing here because I can't process raw iron. So I'm better off setting up a spot over there. Ah, yeah, see, I've got a little bit of extra wind power now. It's not a lot, but again, if I can store some of that... Can't make battery banks yet. I think I need to upgrade this. I don't have iron to build a second of these too, but I might put another one up here. Yeah, one right there I think should do it, or even 3, and that'll be enough to get me going to begin with. However, that's going to have to do... Well, actually, no. Before I stop, let's, boom. Yeah, let's get her to do that, because then I can start getting a stockpile of water, which will help when the rains go away. And, bam, there we go. Alright, so now she can actually start harvesting some of that. The other thing too is I can put some spotlights up here when I research that. You know, that, and that'll help with harvesting this during the night. No, it's good. I'm going to essentially have an outpost without having an outpost, and all because I led a bunch of river raptors to slaughter the previous residents of this outpost. Because I'm a real fucking hero, I am. Anyway. That's gonna have to be it for now, because I have to work again tomorrow, oh god. Which I had to work yesterday too, so... yeah. Anyway. If you happen to stop by to watch, I thank you very much for doing so, because it was actually good to get back to Legend of Dragoon, and I am happy that the RetroTink seems to be working as per promised, because it's going to be a lot easier for me to just hook that thing up and stream from my old consoles, which is great. So that means I might actually be doing more retro games than previous, because a large part of the reason why I simply did not is because it was always a pain in the ass to get it set up. Now, it's still going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, because OBS does not play well with my capture card, as we've seen, but, you know, that's at least one less problem, now that I have that thing going. So yeah, I don't know, there's a few different things I wouldn't mind trying. I do need to order some better video cards for my various old consoles, but, you know, that's going to be a thing for me to do gradually down the line. But that's it for now. Next time I stream, I'm not sure what it's going to be. I might actually go back to Hole, because I started having some fun with that by the end of it. I really shouldn't play more Kenshi, but I probably will. But in reality, I'm going to... Remember I said I was going to finish Yakuza by February? We've almost reached February of next year, and I haven't done that yet, so maybe I'll get back to that. But, until next time, whenever that may be, and whatever that may be, I wish you a farewell, and I hope you have a great night. So long for now.